Hey family, welcome to How Love Works, where we talk about the principles for lasting love. Hey family, I got a observation. Is it just me, or is it a problem that black folks, we just can't seem to stay together when we get together, even if we even get married? Maybe somebody can help me here. My wife, she likes to watch this show called, I think the name of the show is Married at First Sight. And so I was watching a little bit of it, and I think this is the sixth season. And so I got online and I looked at, I didn't watch the whole thing. I mean, I just looked at, the decision making aspect or the part for each season. And I noticed in pretty much all of the seasons there were always a black couple, and there was a trend that I saw. Not one of the black couples, unless I missed something. I know there's one that did stay together, but then they ultimately got divorced. I think it was the fifth season, but I noticed that black folks on this show don't tend to work out their relationships, and it brought to mind some other issues that I had been kind of going around in my head about. I was thinking about when I looked at one of the episodes. I was looking at one of the seasons. I mean, it was season 3. And I saw this guy, and he seemed to be a nice guy, and the girl was very attractive. And I must admit, all the women, especially the black women, they were just drop dead gorgeous, all of them. And so it wasn't the looks or anything that I saw that would probably be a real problem for the guys to want to stay in a relationship. And I could say the same for the women. I don't think it was a problem with the women wanting to stay in a relationship with the men. I think from what I saw, the biggest problem is that they didn't seem to know how to listen to one another. And they certainly didn't know how to express their desires and their feelings. And they didn't know how to negotiate. Their communication was really poor. And lastly, they didn't know how to reciprocate. They didn't know how to give to one another. And that's what I noticed, especially with the blacks. It was really, really disheartening to see what I saw. But all that being said, what I want to talk to you today, briefly, very briefly, is this good guy thing. We're all the good guys, and I talked about that some time ago, but I had an issue with one of those guys. He was what you would call your atypical good guy. And I have to admit, this guy got on my nerves. I mean, he was such a female. I mean, really, he was such a female. He was so busy trying to express every feeling in his repertoire. It was irritating. I said, man, you need to give up your man card. Come on now. I was like, come on. And I could see how irritating he was in her face. I could see the expression. I said, this guy can't even make a decision. Everything, I mean, he's crying. I mean, all of that. And I'm like, what? What? And so this is, listen, ladies, brothers, I'm not trying to be harsh here. Hear my heart. I'm just saying that this is the kind of stuff that, people think this is a good guy thing. One of the things about good guys is that good guys aren't really good guys. They're hiding behind the mask of the good guy. There's two types of good guys. There's the good guy who's putting the mask on, but he's a dog. Okay, that guy. Okay, then there's a good guy. He's a decent guy, and he doesn't have a lot of experience with women. He's socially awkward, that guy. And that guy is like watching paint dry. That guy, that guy most women don't want to be around, only because he's someone that you don't really see the masculinity come out in him. He's not decisive. He's not confident. And he doesn't have what I would call a value-centered approach toward his relationships with anyone, and especially women that he's attracted to. See, a real good guy, he doesn't change his values for anyone. It doesn't matter who it is, whether it be the person on their job, the CEO on his job, whether it be his mother, his father, whether it be the girl that he's attracted to. If the values mean anything, he's not going to change. And so I've been that guy. I've had relationships in the past where I've been in a relationship with a woman who believed that she can do and say anything, but she found out wrong. Don't think that you can say whatever you want. I'm not real big at fussing and arguing and all that stuff. I'm not real big at that. You know, I really do have that mindset. I give the people what they want. If we can't negotiate, and if I can't express myself exactly like I'm doing right now, I'll listen to you, you listen to me. And if we can't come to terms, that's it. Then I wash my hand, I let it go. But when you get these guys who try to be good guys, they're not good guys. A lot of them just wimps. They want what they want, and they're willing to lay down and let the women do anything. I saw one episode, and this is just a rant. Yeah, this is just how I see the thing. I saw one episode, the girl was sitting there at the table. I think this was this episode, episode 6. And the guy is paying for everything. And she's talking to him about how attractive the waiters are. Like, what the? Now, if a man did that to her, I can just imagine how she would feel. Oh, I can't believe you're doing this on my date with me, and no, come on. But see, this is how wimpy men have gotten today. You have two extremes. You either got the wimp noodle, the little pansy, mama's boy type, or you got the alpha female narcissism, crazy, slap the girl around, don't care nothing about her, cuss her out, everything, call her everything in the book. Where's the guy in the middle? Where's the guy that got some common sense, who can state his case, who can tell the young lady, look, this is how I roll. I'm not telling you you need to accept it or not. I'm not suggesting that, because as far as I'm concerned, that's a demand. I'm just giving you the information of who I am and what I am. Because I suspect that's what you need to know in order to make your decisions, whether or not you want to be a part of this, all of this. See, and that's the way I've always taught my son, because I only have one son. So I let him know, I said, look, if you're going to be that way, son, you need to let the ladies know. This is how your world is. This is how you're going to be. Don't be foolish and don't be arrogant and don't be nasty. Just let them know how it is. And don't back down. You don't have to be arguing and fussing. I don't try to change no female's mind. I never did. I never will. You do what you want because you want to do it. I'm not going to manipulate anything. And I don't think women should be doing the same thing to men, trying to manipulate them. Tell a man what you want. Tell him why you want it. Tell him how it makes you feel. Tell him what it will do for you. If he wants to give it to you, he'll give it to you. If he doesn't, don't lose your mind about it. But see, that's just nonsense with these good dudes, supposedly good guys. You see these good guys, in all the black magazines, these really nice guys, they don't want to get married. Look, some of them dudes is gay, and if some of them that are not gay, they have no intention of getting married at all. They're straight in love with themselves. They're straight hardcore narcs. Okay, they're not marrying nothing. Okay? So I don't know what's going on. When I looked at that show, I said, why is it that all these black guys and these black women on this show getting married at first sight, they can't stay married? Made me upset, as you can tell. I got upset over that. I like, what the? And then I'm sitting there and I start observing, I go, wow, they don't even know how to listen. They can't even listen to each other. Now I understand that. I got a YouTube channel. I understand that. I did a video on how people don't know how to listen. I did that video already. Okay, so I know when they're together, obviously black folks, they don't seem to know how to listen to one another. How can you grow together unless you put the time in to listen? Then they don't know how to express their feelings. They don't know how to negotiate their needs. And then last, they don't know how to reciprocate. They don't know how to do the give and take. They don't know how to do that. Everybody's a child. Everybody, they stomping their feet. Everybody want what they want. Forget everything else and what everybody else wants. It's no wonder we can't get together. Well, I just had to say that, brothers and sisters. That's what I saw, and that's what I saw about the little nice guy thing, and that's what I saw about the show. I just had to get that off my chest. You let me know what you think about that. You know, I'm more than willing to hear what you got to say and what you guys think about the show. All right? That's my time. And thank you for yours. Catch you on the other side. God bless you.